Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we're going to be making a little bowl from this nice piece of oak. We're going to be using the Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours again, and maybe some embellishing wax. So stay tuned and we'll crack on with it. Right, so it's all mounted on the lathe, just using a 3-inch face plate on there directly onto the lathe spindle, and then got tail stuck up for a little bit of support. It doesn't really need it, to be honest. It's only a small piece of wood, but got it there just to be on the safe side. So we'll start getting the basic shape of the bowl, and then we'll take the tailstock away and we'll create a mortise in the bottom, and then once we've done that we'll sand it all up and then have a look at putting a bit of colour on. Right, so we have the basic shape of the bowl. I'm just going to clean up the bottom there, mark the mortise, and just sort of create a little bit of a foot there as well. Right, so now we've got the mortise in the bottom there. I've just done a foot on there, and just put a little decorative bit in the bottom there just to make it a little bit nicer looking. Slightly tapered in there as well. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, or on this camera angle anyway, but it does sort of taper in slightly there, just to make it look a little bit nicer rather than just a flat bottom, like, you know. So yeah, we've done that. Now we're going to sand it up. We're going to sand from 120 up to 400, clean it off with some isopropyl alcohol, and then we'll start applying some colour. Right, so we're all sanded up to 400, and it's actually looking really nice. It's come up quite well. A lot of nice grain patterns in there. So yeah, we're going to use the Hampshire Sheen sky blue on this, just the one colour. Looking at how open the grain is still on here as well, I think I'll probably use some of the embellishing paste wax as well. So we'll get on and get the colour on first, and we'll get that finished up and looking nice, and then we can get the embellishing cream on afterwards. Probably just going to leave the bottom there just the natural oak, maybe the foot, I'm not sure yet, might colour the foot. Right, so just wait for that to dry off a little bit. It's quite pale in some places, so I might give it another coat. So I'll just wait for this one to dry, and then we'll apply another coat and see how it looks. Right, so that's all dried up now. I've just run a heat gun over it just to dry it off a little bit quicker, and I've also just run the 400 grit sandpaper over there just to denib it, take it back to 400 again. It did raise the grain slightly when it went on. Right, so there's the second coat of the blue. I think it's taken a lot better now, so I think you can see all the sort of open grain there. You see all the little white pits in there. I think I'll put a little bit of black embellishing wax on there to fill those in. Right, so to finish, I'm just going to use beeswax. Yeah, that's come up really nicely. Nice natural sheen to it. Excellent. Right, we'll get it round, and we'll start sorting out We'll start hollowing out the inside. Right, so that's it hollowed out. I don't think I'm actually going to put anything on the outside. I think I'm just going to leave it the natural oak. You got all the nice grain effects of the burl and everything in there, as well as just the oak's natural grain and everything, you know. So I think I'm going to leave it as that. So what I'm going to do now is just I've sanded from 120 up to 600 on the inside, because I'm obviously not putting anything on there. I'm just going to give it a clean down with some isopropyl alcohol, and then rub. And then we'll take it off the lathe and put some food safe finish on there. Right, so I'm using Chestnut's food safe finish for this. Right, so we'll leave that to soak in for half an hour, and then we'll come back, wipe the excess off, and maybe have to give it another couple of coats after. Right, so there we go, it's all finished. Really like the inside, really like the natural colours and the burl and everything in there. Looks really nice. And then on the other side, the colours come up really nicely. Little bit trial and error, and the burl there, it's still where I put the black embellishing wax in, it's sort of sunk down a little bit, so it's not sort of flush with the surface, if you like, but I kind of like that, it's not too bad. And then finished it off in the bottom there with a little bit of decoration there, just to make it look a little bit more appealing, a little easier on the eye. But yeah, as a whole, it's come out quite well, quite happy with it. Again, it's only the second time I've used the colours from Hampshire Sheen, but I think with a little bit more practice, then we could probably produce something even nicer. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then please let me know, put a comment below, and like, share, and obviously if you haven't done already, then please subscribe, and we'll see you again soon for the next one. Cheers then, bye for now.